Hello, my darlings. Welcome to my channel. Quick little announcement. 200 followers. I gained 200 followers on Instagram overnight. So hello, if you're a new follower of mine, hello. And I also gained like a handful of subscribers here on YouTube. So if you're a new subscriber, hello to you as well. Quick little thing that I wanted to just tell all of my new followers and my new subscribers. If I'm okay, my sense of humor is very different. I have a very witty, sarcastic, yet sophisticated and bougie sense of humor. If you don't like bouginess, like I'm talking about over the top bouginess, okay? If you don't like, like brunch on Sundays and, let's have a Botox party. If you don't like that type of bouginess, I'm probably not the person to subscribe to or follow. I like bouginess and I like, that stereotypical wealthy family vibe. That's just who I am. And I understand not a lot of people like that. I have a great heart. I love everybody. I'm accepting of everyone. So it's not that, I'm never going to be mean, but I am going to be myself. And you guys need to know that I'm not going to change for anybody. So if you don't like my sense of humor, if you don't like the bouginess, and if you don't like the shadiness, because I can be a little shady, I'm probably not the person to follow or to be subscribed to. I give you guys tips that work, tips that basically give you the perspective of what a wealthy guy likes. Why do I think I can give you guys those tips? Well, for one, I have two sugar daddies and one guy I'm seriously dating who has a lot of money. If you follow me on my personal sugar baby Instagram, you would know who I'm talking about. But all three of these guys, they are very, very, very much in the top 1%. I see what they like. I see the things that they like. I see the women that they like. I know because they have money, a lot of it, a ton of it. And I see it. And because I'm around, let's say my boyfriend, because I'm around him, his friends also have money. And his friends are friends with me, and I'm friends with their friends. I'm in that network. I'm in that community. Sure, I myself, I might not be a millionaire, but my man is, and his friends are, and I'm in his group. I'm in that group. I'm in that community. So I see it. I'm living it too. I'm not living like, I'm the one spending all this money. No, but you know what I mean? I see it, I live it, and I've lived through it. So I know. That's where I get my credibility from. Because, every day I see these people. Every day I talk with these people. So when I give you ladies tips, I'm giving you things that probably you've never heard of before. Because not a lot of people have experienced, and, this might come off in a very uppity way, and I don't mean it, but it's my reality. This is my life. When I give you ladies tips, it's probably going to be different than the tips that you've heard before from other sugar babies. I'm not saying that they're wrong. They could be totally right in their approaches, and a lot of them are. But I give very different advice. And the advice I give you ladies, basically, I'm just telling you guys to just be better versions of yourselves. That's essentially it. There's no manipulation. There's no blackmail. There's no scamming. There's no lying to these men. I don't do any of that to get what I want. Okay, and you ladies shouldn't either. So I teach ladies how to be the best versions of themselves, how to basically just level up. Femininity is something I talk about. Dating, like actual dating, is what I talk about. And leveling up is what I talk about. And I do give sugar baby tips here and there, but a lot of it does boil down to who you are. And honey, if you're tacky, then we gotta get you out of that. Okay? We can't embarrass ourselves over here. So that's who I am. For all of my new followers, all of my new subscribers, that's who I am. I am bougie. I am very real and I'm very blunt, and I might hurt feelings. Not intentionally, but if I'm telling you, hey, you're like embarrassing yourself if you do this one thing and it hits home to you, I'm not coming at you personally. I'm not coming at you directly. I'm just saying the things that I tell you guys to do and not to do, I'm just helping you prevent from looking like a buffoon. Okay? That's it. Okay? Everything I say it with love. Even if it's harsh, I'm going to say it with love, okay? I have to tell my new followers this because you guys don't know me, and a lot of you don't follow me on my personal account, and I don't want you to. Okay, that's a very personal account. I only have a handful of girls who follow it. But that's just who I am. So, hello, if you're still here, great. Let's get on with the video. Today, we're going to be talking about how to impress opulent men, wealthy men. And I think it's important to realize that men are men regardless. But when it comes to a wealthy man, he is used to having women, okay? Especially younger and attractive women wanting to get a piece of the pie and date him or have him become a sugar daddy. So because of this, automatically you as a sugar baby, you are just regular schmegular basic Betty to him. There's nothing different about you, as a sugar baby, because we're in 2020, honey. There are sugar babies everywhere. Like, they're everywhere. So you have to know how to set yourself apart. And if you're not a sugar baby, then a wannabe trophy wife, okay? So many of them. Wealthy men are obviously more of a catch than a regular 9-to-5 man that we see on a daily basis, walking through the grocery store getting a loaf of bread. And these wealthy men, they know that they're a catch. They know this because women like money, and they know it. You being an attractive female is only a fraction when it comes to keeping a wealthy man around, because like I said, he is used to having attractive women around because he knows, and society knows, and you know, and I know that attractive women love money. They love a man with money. So I'm not going to talk about how to look good or any of that in today's video, because we need to impress a guy. We need to stand out. If you live in a larger city, then you are definitely not the only attractive woman walking around. So this is why you need to learn to act as though and be as though you are used to opulence, which means like wealth, a wealthy lifestyle, and that you can match with these men. An opulent man isn't going to take some random girl. He's not going to take her seriously. Men will sleep with anything. I think we all know this. Men will sleep with anything, anybody and anything. And that's not your goal. You don't want to be just another woman he gets in bed with. You want to impress him to the point he looks past that and considers you at a higher level than just some random he wines and dines for the night and takes home. So it's really important that you know that men will sleep with anything. So don't think that you have it in the bag when you spend the night after he spent $800 on a dinner for two. So that's why you need to understand how to set yourself apart from the randoms he brings home every night. And, the girls that he sees a couple times, if you're going to be in an arrangement, the girls he sees a couple times, maybe gives them 1,000 here, 1,000 there, and then they never see her again, okay? So you have to know the culture. What do opulent men and women consist of? What type of people are they? Investors, CEOs, doctors, lawyers. The men and women who do belong in the top 1%. They're educated. Nowadays, you are seeing successful people without having a college degree, but every single person in the top 1% is educated to some degree. They are educated either through college, or they're educated with something like investing, stocks, real estate, or being self-taught in their industry. These people know things. So you need to know things. You can't be an airhead. Being an airhead will just make him look at you like a body rather than a potential girlfriend or wife. If you're in school, stay in school. If you're not in school, consider going. And I get school's not for everyone. So if you don't want to go to school, then learn something. Learn to love to learn. Learn something on your own. Study things that you enjoy or want to learn more about. It could be culinary. If you like food, I love food. It could be culinary. It could be wines. I love alcohol. I love wine. So educate yourself on wines. It could be economics. It could be real estate. It could be science. It could be politics. It could be geography. I don't know your interests, but be open to educating yourselves. People who are educated are automatically taken more seriously, and most people in society, they respect you a lot more if you're educated. So when it comes to being educated, you show that you take yourself and you take your life very seriously. And I read somewhere that if you're not growing, then you're dying. I'm sure you guys heard of it too. I don't know where I heard it from. It's probably from Pinterest or something. But if you're not growing, you're dying. So now let's move on to personal goals. You want to have personal goals. And I understand that most of you want to marry rich and you want to be a hot housewife, which is totally fine. I love that aesthetic. But you weren't born on this planet to do just that. And if you know the show Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of New Jersey, Real Housewives of Orange County, if you know those shows, you know, those women on these shows, they have their own goals and ambitions also. But the difference between, I want you to pay attention to this, the difference between these housewives who are married to these super wealthy men, and, you know, they're starting their own businesses and skincare lines and little like boutiques, they don't do it as work. Typically, you know, just regular schmegular people, men and women, they will start businesses because they need to work. They need to make ends meet, so they start businesses. But these women who are married to rich men, they know that they don't have to work. But trust me, because I've done this already, it's boring sitting at home doing nothing for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. So these women who do have these wealthy husbands, these housewives, you will see them start businesses funded by their husbands, and they work as a hobby. You don't want to, you want to have your own goals, but work. But don't work for work. Work as a hobby. That is so chic. Like, oh, I don't have to work. I just do it for fun. I mean, come on. So that's why you see these really wealthy housewives. They start businesses that, you know, they're not going to make a lot of money. They're going to start businesses like bakeries and dog spas and yoga studios, maybe pottery studios or art studios, whatever. So no, you don't have to be a lawyer to marry a wealthy man. Because these housewives, most of them, they didn't get a law degree or the equivalent. Now, if you are in law school, continue on that path. I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying you need to have goals. You can't just be some girl who is like, oh yeah, I just want to be a housewife and just sit all day. No. They're gonna appreciate a girl, even if you're a sugar baby. Have your own goals, even if it is something so small, like, oh, I want to start a children's boutique. You don't have to have a million, bajillion, gazillion dollar idea. Just have something so they know that you're just not going to sit at home all day. That's not attractive. You're not attracted to men who sit all day. These men, they work so hard. They're just, I mean, come on. They're going to look at you like a crusty, dusty too. Okay? So when a man of means, and trust me, I'm like I said earlier, I'm in this community. I know what these guys like, and I know their wives. Their wives all have something good going on with themselves. So when a man of means sees a woman who has her own ambitions, regardless if it is to start a children's boutique, like I said, or a candle company, again, it doesn't have to be you finding the cure for cancer, but as long as you're purposely living and not being a boring oaf, then you will be impressive. So what is it that you want to do? Ask yourself, what is it that you want to do? What's something that you would like to work, but do it as a hobby? You want to be that type of rich where you're only working because you're bored, not working because you want to make ends meet. So, this is your life. Do something with it. You don't want to sit at home all day long. Trust me, you don't. You want to do something. Even if you just want to travel all day. Go ahead, figure it out what it is that you want, and have a goal and have an ambition in mind. Another thing, these opulent people generally, they enjoy same things. One wealthy family, they're more than likely going to have the same interests as this other wealthy family. So tennis, polo, rugby, luxury travel, yachts, planes, jets, horses, fashion, dogs, finances, business, fine dining. You get the point. If there is a hobby or an item that has potential to be very expensive, then wealthy people are interested. So for example, cars. Most cars you see every day, they range from like $15,000 to $100,000. And those are generally what most people see every day. The Hondas, the Toyotas, the Audis, the Mercedes, BMW, Hyundai, all those cars. When wealthy people, when they like cars, they like the cars ranging over $100,000. And I've seen cars worth up to millions of dollars. So what I'm trying to say is if there's a category of hobbies or interests, for example, I use the cars. And there's a category that cater to those with money, then you will find the wealthy gravitating to those interests. So you want to get involved. This is where you come in. You want to get involved. If cars are your things, I love cars. Cars are actually my thing. Then go to car shows. If tennis is your thing, then get lessons or play at the country club or the resort. Even the public tennis courts in the nicer areas are fine. If business is your thing, go to networking events and other business events. If you want to live like the top 1% without living in a 10-bedroom home and having a car collection worth, $2.8 million, then start doing the things that wealthy people enjoy. Like I said in the beginning of the topic of this video, in my previous videos and on my Instagram posts sometimes, a wealthy man wants a woman that matches him on a social level. He will sleep with anyone. Poor, rich, average worker, he'll sleep with you. Okay? That's why I'm saying men don't get, oh my God, no, because he slept with you. No, they'll sleep with anything. Trust me. Anything and anyone. But he won't take everyone seriously because he wants someone who is just as special as he is. Wealthy men are special. They're the men that we want to be with, right? So they are special. Someone smart like him, someone wanting more like him, having admirable traits like him. A woman, and remember this, a woman likes a man with money and purpose. A man likes a woman with purpose and looks. You don't want to date a broke man because he doesn't line up with you. Is the equivalent to a wealthy man that, he doesn't want to seriously date you because you don't line up with him. So be educated. Have your own goals and purpose in life. Since you only have one life anyway, and you don't want to rot away doing nothing, and you want to culture yourselves by doing what the top 1% do and start liking what they like. You got to elevate your tastes. And I'm telling you, whether you are a regular woman wanting to marry rich or if you're a sugar baby, these 3 things done simultaneously will put you in a completely different category than the randoms and then the regular generic sugar babies. You don't want to be a generic sugar baby. And if you're not a sugar baby and you're trying to marry rich, you just don't want to be a generic woman. There's nothing sexy about generic. That's all I have for you ladies today. Let's chat next time. We'll talk soon.